The man suffered the ruthless abandonment of his comrades. As they frantically pried open the ice floe, a large force of German soldiers advanced menacingly behind them. Watching the man drift further and further away, his comrade finally breathed a sigh of relief and fled in panic. The man lay unconscious on the ice for 3 days and nights. When he finally awoke from his stupor, he was horrified to discover he had drifted into German territory. Worse still, the Germans on the opposite bank had spotted him. Panic seized the man. Without hesitation, he plunged into the bone-chilling river water and swam toward the shore with every ounce of strength. The ruthless Germans opened fire without mercy, bullets whistling like ghosts toward him. The man clawed his way onto the shore, only to be struck in the leg by a bullet. Ignoring the pain, he forced himself to his feet once more and limped frantically into the forest, still under enemy fire. Seeing this, the Germans lowered their guns and departed dejectedly. Nikolai, having narrowly escaped death, leaned against a tree, gasping for breath, his nerves still frayed. His trembling hand cautiously touched the wound on his leg, only to discover it was already soaked in blood. Without pausing to bandage it, he hastily grabbed his knife, swiftly cutting a bundle of branches. He tore off a corner of his map, then lit the branches with his lighter. The roaring flames warmed his long, frozen hands. Stripping off all his clothes, he sat shivering in the bitterly cold snow. He laid his cold, damp clothes by the fire to dry slowly, relieved he hadn't frozen to death in this frozen wasteland. Yet Nikolai's escape had only just begun. Worse still, he now found himself deep within territory heavily guarded by German forces. His hopes of returning to Moscow seemed increasingly slim, yet he refused to give up. At daybreak the next morning, Nikolai hurriedly set out. Leaning on a wooden stick, he trudged through knee-deep snow, slowly making his way toward home. When hunger pangs struck, he gathered wild berries from the snowy ground to stave off starvation. When thirst overtook him, he used his knife to carve a hole in a dry tree trunk, placed a hot stone inside to slowly melt the ice and snow, then added a few leaves. Thus, a simple cup of hot tea was made. Nikolai eagerly crouched down and gulped 2 large mouthfuls. Though the taste was unpleasant, it was far better than dying of thirst. As night fell, he lit a campfire and lay down beside it, exhausted, longing for a good night's sleep. Yet lurking dangers crept closer in the darkness, and suddenly he keenly sensed an eerie disturbance.